The sale that I did intend to go to today was a outlet sale at my local thrift shop that I really enjoy visiting. I didn't get as much there, but I wanted to share those things with you now too. So I had a little baby boy about 6 months ago, and if it was a girl, I would definitely be using this for myself. But I found this sweet crocheted vintage sweater. So I think this would be perfect for a little girl around Easter time. It would be so cute and so sweet. I might have my baby model it anyway, just to show people how it would fit. This is just something that I found at this sale for 50 cents that I think that it's great quality and it's in great shape, and so hopefully somebody will want that either for their baby or maybe even like a large doll. Another item that I got, everything at this sale was 50 cents a piece. I got a lot of clothes for my daughter, but I got a few items that I thought would either be useful in my home or I could flip for profit. And so one of those things is this new old stock set of napkins. So they were originally marked $1, so it was only half off the price tag that was on it to begin with. I thought that those were really nice. Someone that wants like vintage cloth napkins might want to purchase these. They're new old stock, so they're going to be in great shape. And it's just sometimes fun to get vintage things that are still in the packaging that you can open up on your own and enjoy on your own, and you know that they have sat in that package for, you know, 50 or 60 years without anyone using that item. I don't know, there's just something about that that is really fun and cool. So some new old stock napkins in this like mustard color, and hopefully those will be appealing to somebody maybe for Thanksgiving. I picked up this glass plate. Now, I said everything was 50 cents at this sale, but glassware again, and I say again because I went to the sale 2 weeks ago, was 6 items for 50 cents. So less than 10 cents a piece for all the glass and ceramics. They kind of lumped in with that too. So I got this big platter. I mean, I don't know if I call it a platter. It's not that big. Looks kind of like a cabbage leaf. So I got this for less than 10 cents. It was originally marked $2, and I saw this and there was something about it, the quality of the glass, that reminded me of some Blanco pieces that I have and some Viking pieces that I have. So I'm doing some research on it right now. Hopefully I'll find out that it is made by a good company, and that name brand will help sell it. I'm hoping that I don't find out that it's just like a Mikasa piece, because although Mikasa does make good stuff, it's so produced that it feels like it's a dime a dozen, and I don't see Mikasa stuff going for much money at all. Kind of like the Jeanette glass that I mentioned might be just as high quality as something else, another brand, but it just doesn't bring the dollars because it's so common. And so we're gonna see if I can identify this. There are a couple of Facebook groups that I am a part of, and they help identify glass. One of those groups is a Viking Smith group, and I had found this vase months ago, maybe a year ago. I've had this vase for a while just as my personal item, and I found a listing that called this Viking Epic line, and I kind of thought it fit, but at the same time I didn't really see any other pieces like this that were being called Viking Epic. So I went to one of those groups on Facebook and I posted a picture and I said, I hear somebody saying this is Viking Epic. Is this Viking Epic? And they said, no, try Fostoria Celestial. I typed in Fostoria Celestial and bingo, that's what it was. So what I did with this vase and reaching out on Facebook to people that know better than I do about some of these glass makers, I can hopefully try to do the same thing with the platter and find out who made that beautiful piece. I also picked up these really cool hobnail milk glass shades. I might see if I have something that these fit on first, because they are, I think, really high quality and beautiful, but I couldn't leave these behind. I figured that I could bring them home, put them on Etsy, maybe somebody's looking for shades and this is their aesthetic and they would want to pick these up. So because they're glass, they fit into that 6 things for 50 cents. So again, less than 10 cents a piece for these really cool shades in great condition, no chips, no cracks. And you know, who wouldn't want these? I saw this plate too. I really liked the hardiness of it. It seems like the kind of plate that you could keep for quite a while to serve things on. I flipped it over and it says it was Marcrest oven proof stoneware USA. So that there tells me that it could very well be collectible. People like getting USA stoneware. Some people specifically go for brown. I'm not familiar with the Marcrest, M-A-R-C-R-E-S-T. But I'm gonna look it up and we'll see what the comps are like. Again, it fit into the 6 things for 50 cents, so it was just a steal. The last thing that I got in the glassware grouping was this sweet little figurine. She has a very Yadro look to her. Yadro has this high gloss glaze and uses a lot of pastels. I have several Yadro pieces and I love them. And so I saw her and I thought, oh, she's got to be broken somehow, right? She's missing a finger, she's missing flowers, something like that. If she's in this sale and she didn't find a buyer. No, not really. I can't find anything wrong. There is a rough spot right here on her leaf. If you feel it, you notice it, you can't really see a problem. So there might have been something there, maybe some small bee or bird, maybe another small flower. The petals themselves aren't missing and the leaf is not chipped itself. So I think something did come off of here, but overall she looks fantastic. And I showed her to my kids and I said, you know, if I could sell this for $10, it's definitely worth it. She's got that Yadro look. So if somebody who wants the Yadro looking pieces but can't afford the Yadro price tag, because Yadros are highly collectible, they still easily sell for $60 a piece for any piece that you purchase. And the price tag to begin with is in the hundreds usually. But someone might like that aesthetic and want a more affordable piece. She was originally priced $3, and like I said, I got her for less than 10 cents. Okay, last but not least, I got this little brass relief tray at the sale for 50 cents. So I just thought this was great. It's a mother with her 2 children, and I thought it was just the sweetest. She's beautiful, and even though the patina that's on it might need to be, I don't say cleaned up a little bit, because there are just parts that I can't tell if it's patina or if it's rust or if it's a little dirty. So I'm gonna do something to it, not to take away the look of age that it has, but just to make it look a little more appealing. And on the back it has feet. So, I mean, it sits nicely. You could use this just as decoration. You could hang it on the wall, put it in a plate stand, or leave it on a table, and it's beautiful. It could be used for, you know, maybe a really fancy ashtray, or just to toss things into, or like I said, just for decoration. If it stays at my home, of course, it will be a decorative piece. But I thought the relief was just beautiful. I love the detail on it. And so I picked that up for 50 cents too. So at that second sale I went to, I spent 50 cents on the tray, 50 cents on the new old stock napkins. And then everything else that I showed you was lumped together and cost me 50 cents as well. So that was $1.50 for everything I showed you from the second sale. So just amazing prices at both places. That sale at my favorite thrift shop, it's the only thrift shop in the town that I live in, and it's a charity store. That sale, they're having it every other weekend. So it's something that I'm just going to plan on going there. Some of the things I'm going to see, I saw in the store in the 2 weeks prior, but they're trying to make sure to keep their stock fresh and get new pieces in, and kind of get rid of the things that have been collecting dust. And so this is the way they're doing it, and I think it's fantastic. And so it's kind of like our version of the bins. Lots of people like to go to the Goodwill bins, and I get to go to this outlet sale, except there's a lot less pushing and throwing and breaking of things, I believe. So anyway, that is all I have for you today. I'm super excited to get these pieces listed and to see if they get any attention. And I will be back with my next video to show you some of the things that I have gotten listed for fall. That Father Time piece was likely to be one of them. I also have an exciting piece that features David the Gnome, and eventually I will be sharing my Murano pieces with you. So super excited for that, super proud of my Murano pieces, and think they're probably the most valuable things I'm going to be putting in my store. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing my treasures. And I will chat with you later. Bye. Hey there. I know I said the video was done, but it's not. And that's only because I realized there was one really important thing that I forgot to talk about. And that was the most amazing thing I got at the sale. So I'm really surprised that I just totally spaced it off, but it was in the back of my van because it was so big and I didn't really have a place to put it in my house. You want to see? Ready? This massive glass lamp. I couldn't believe it. There were probably half a dozen lamps at the sale, but this one was by far the nicest, and I'm surprised that it made it to the outlet sale. I'm shocked, actually. They originally had it marked $10, but at one point it would have gone half off for pink tag half off day. So this would have been available for $5 and it still didn't sell. For 50 cents, I wasn't gonna let it stay there. It's gonna come home with me. Now, I am not going to sell this on Etsy because it's gigantic. I would have a really hard time shipping this, but I am very happy to put it up in my bedroom. I have a couple other gorgeous lamps that are much older than this, but are also glass lamps, clear glass. And so this one is gonna go on my tall dresser, and I can't wait to just stage it up there. I'll have to buy a shade, of course, but I hope that I can find another one secondhand because, as you probably know, lamp shades are crazy expensive for being wire and fabric. So, yeah, once I get a shade, it'll be a gorgeous addition to my bedroom for 50 cents. Anyway, I had to share that with you. I couldn't let the video end without doing that, but thank you for watching. If you want to like and subscribe to my channel, then you'll get to see all of my latest treasures from my thrifting adventures. Now, I have been, since my recording of the previous items, to an estate sale and 3 thrift shops, a Goodwill, a Salvation Army, and then another thrift store that I frequent, actually the same thrift store that had the outlet sale where I got this lamp. So if you want to see those treasures and hear about those adventures thrifting and the joy of finding these beautiful things and saving them, stay tuned. Watch for my next video, hopefully in the next couple of days, and I will see you then. So this is Molly from BeadinmyBonnet. See you later.